Hey everybody, in this video, I want to do a review of the Best Action Android Krang figure. So I got this guy from Big Bad Toy Store as part of my unboxing haul that I did a couple videos ago. And yeah, he looks really, really cool. So here is the back of the packaging. You can read the story there if you want to pause and read the story. And it shows all the accessories that he comes with and how to put Krang in there. You basically got to just like bend him backwards and he snaps off, which of course I'm going to show you here in a second. There's the barcode if anybody needs it. So yeah, we're going to get this guy out of here and we are going to take a look at him and see how he moves around and do some comparisons. And yeah, let's see how good this Best Action Krang figure is. So here we go. I've got Krang in there and I'm actually really happy with this figure. I don't have the NECA version of the Android Krang. And I think this is going to be a pretty decent substitute for that. So here are the little hand blaster effects that he comes with. Probably not going to pose him with these. And then I do like this kind of like axe bladed kind of weapon. It looks pretty cool. Then we got a sword. So he can have a sword for a hand, which is also kind of neat. And then we've got his drill. So you can put like the tip of a drill on his hand or on his arm. And then, of course, we get fists. So I'm going to try to see if I can get some of these hands on here, and we'll kind of take a look. Here's Krang's little extra tentacles. You have to take these off to fit him inside of there. But yeah, so the head actually has really, really good articulation and movement. The arms are like really, really tight, but eventually you can kind of get them moving around and working. So yeah, I mean, it's I haven't heated this guy up, so just pop in the joints and you're good to go. He doesn't feel like he's going to break. He doesn't feel like super, super fragile like a lot of the other Best Action figures do. So there's his not terribly attractive elbow joint. But you know, it's just, I mean, how these figures are, I guess you could say. It's how they make them. And I think you can definitely pose him to where he looks pretty good. Let's pop off some hands. And again, I haven't heated these up, so taking the hands off, it's really not too bad. You just got to go easy on it. But I do want to see how he looks with some of these hands. So there's the sword, which I think looks okay. I think I really just like his regular red hands, honestly. I like the color red, and I like how it matches the red accents on the figure. So I may just leave the hands on. This one I like a little better. I think I like the axe effect better than the sword, which I'm surprised because I really thought I was going to like the sword the best. And I'm probably not going to put the guns on because I just know I'm not going to use those. So here's the drill. And the drill is kind of small. It looks kind of weird. So yeah, I mean, it's not bad. So here's the little Krang that you just literally just like bend him backwards and he snaps on and snaps off. So the little Krang tentacles are left in there, which I kind of don't really like that. I wish we could kind of do it without that. So here's the Krang, and let's pop his tentacles on here. But yeah, I wish we could not have those tentacles in there, so it would just be like the Android body is just like in a deactivated state or something, you know? But I guess it is what it is. We can't be too picky with this toy line, as we know. And getting these tentacles on is challenging. So here we go. I mean, pretty good pretty good little Krang. So legs go out, we got a thigh cut up here, we've got pretty ugly knee joint, just like the elbow joints, but it does work. And again, you know, how many times you're going to have them in some weird, wacky, you know, running pose or something. And the feet are okay. There doesn't seem to be any rockers on them, but they're sturdy, which is good because he's a big boy. So here is the Krang figure from Best Action in the walker. And this Krang is different. So we're going to compare them here. So you can see that one has the mouth open and the one that comes with the walker has the mouth closed. And they are different sizes. So they actually, you cannot switch out the Krangs. So he's like too small and he kind of goes in there, but then he like wobbles around and it just doesn't look right. And then the one that comes with the android body, if I take his tentacles back off, you can see that he's too big to fit in the walker. It does not work. So, I mean, you cannot switch out the Krangs, which I guess is fine. I mean, you don't really need to be able to switch them out. But again, I just wish we didn't have those tentacles kind of in there loose because I wouldn't mind having just the android body by itself and then having, you know, Krang in his walker sometimes and then, you know, putting the other Krang in the android body. But again, it kind of just is what it is here. I mean, it's still a fun figure. And again, since I don't have the NECA and I obviously don't have my vintage one from, you know, when I was a kid, probably is going to be the one. I don't know if we'll ever get anything decent from Super 7. So yeah, I think this might just be the one for me for my cartoon shelf. All right, so that took some doing, but I got his hands on here and yeah, I think that's how I prefer him. I think I'm just gonna have one fist, one open hand, and yeah, that to me is Krang's android body. So let's do some comparisons. Here he is with Raphael from the Best Action line. You know, the turtle figures are not so great. I mean, they look all right, but they're just, you know, not the best figures in the world. So let's take a look at him with Super 7 Raphael. So you can see just a little bit too small to go with Super 7. Which, you know, that's okay. But what I really think is going to work pretty well is with the NECA figures. And this is really what I wanted, is I wanted this guy to scale with the NECA figures. And I think he is the perfect size to go with the NECA turtles. So that makes me very happy. You could almost probably pose him with vintage toys too, but here he is with the cartoon Shredder from NECA. And I mean, yeah, he could probably stand to be a little bit bigger, but I think this works. I definitely think that this, you know, android Krang body is going to work for my NECA display. And pretty happy with it. And it was only $35. So, you know, that definitely, that works. So yeah, there you go. There is the Best Action Android Krang. and I'm very happy to have this figure. I think he's going to work out well in the NECA display. Let me know your thoughts. Did you pick this figure up? And I definitely think that so far, this is the best of the Best Action TMNT line. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.